is the dark truth about the cube cradle that just appeared above Inu Loop Labs.
Because it got taken over by the Dark Voyager.
On top of that, in this vault, we now have a shard of the 0 point. And this is about to be the most important thing of the entire Fortnite storyline. Now, before we explain everything, this cube cradle in the sky, this is not the original cube cradle.
It's very, very, very tiny. If you remember, the original one is insanely huge, like massive, bigger than the Galactus.
And this is only a tiny version. Oh my gosh, dude. Cube Cradle is hitting the 0 point shard, and let's just say the entire Fortnite island in a few weeks, maybe a few days, maybe a few months, is going to look very different.
But one thing for sure we know is we're going to be getting a live event this season involving the Cube Cradle and possibly the return of the Cube Queen.
Now, before we talk about all of that, I think it's very important that we try entering inside of the Cube Cradle. We're gonna see how close I can get and what happens when you actually make it to the Cube Cradle itself, which is, okay, so you get close and then you can't build anymore. But is it possible to enter inside? Is it possible to control this thing?
Well, first thing we need to do is break the barrier, so should we try destroying it?
In 3, 2, 1, I got grenades. Dude, watch out. Dude, watch out. Dude, watch out.
It flew right back. So honestly, you know what we're gonna have to do?
I think
we're gonna have to build
and then go to the top of it.
And then throw, oh my gosh, why can't I build right here? It's a no build zone.
All right, we're gonna have to find a way to get to the top of this thing, which is going to be extremely different. Oh my gosh.
We are going to need a lot of mats.
Fortnite definitely does not want us to do this, but we are going to be, okay, all right, I'm making it up. I am making it up right now. Dude, follow my lead. There is so much to talk about today. All right,
but first off,
I am now just about on the top of the Cube Cradle. Dude, I think it's time I throw the grenade.
All right, throw a grenade right on top of it. I have 3 as well.
All right, all right. Oh, it landed on it. Dude, there's an invisible barrier on the top of the Cube Cradle. Are you kidding me? That is insane.
All right, but what if we drive a car on top of it?
Fortnite obviously does not want us to glitch the game, but we're gonna do it anyways. And we have so much more to talk about. Let's grab the car. All right, let's go to the top of the Cube Cradle. Dude, are you ready?
Dude, I'm ready to boost right into it and go inside of the Cube Cradle.
Nobody has ever tried this before. As we're aware, if you jump a car on the top of a hot air balloon, you go flying into the sky, a crazy glitch. But what happens if you do it with the Cube Cradle? Come on, dude. Come on, I need to see a little more boosting action.
Come on, I'm trying to save the boost for the cradle.
Dude, I am nervous.
Oh my gosh. All right, we are almost here. Are you ready?
In 3, 2, dude!
1!
Oh
my gosh!
It just knocks us off! But the question is, why is this cradle here in the first place? Why is it monitoring the 0 point shard? And why is this shard here in the first place? And what happens when the entire 0 point gets rebuilt?
First, we're gonna start off with why did this get taken over by the Dark Voyager, who has a golden cube in his mask. And when I see golden cube, I think Cube Queen and her little army. But maybe the Dark Voyager was sent as a follower of the Cube Queen to restore the Cube Queen, if you know what I'm saying.
Dude, all I can tell you is the Cube Queen being back in Fortnite would be really, really bad because she was very powerful, dude. And
we thought we got rid of her, but maybe we did. And maybe there's a huge reason why this Cube Cradle is paying very close attention to the 0 point.
Dark Voyager is waiting for the 0 point to fully recover. And once it does, with all of its glows and craziness, the Cube Queen might be back. And Chapter 7 is going to be the craziest chapter for the Fortnite storyline ever.
Yes, and how will she be back? Well, it's pretty simple. The 0 point is crazy powerful, and everybody knows that. Everyone wanted basically the 0 point to be destroyed because every single villain and their mother and monster and everything wanted the 0 point and its power. And the Cube Queen might be locked away, gone somewhere in a different reality, and the only way to revive or return her is to restore the 0 point, which is exactly what the Dark Voyager probably wants.
They found only one shard of the 0 point left, which is going to allow the entire thing to come back.
But not only that, this is a crazy season because it is chapter 7. And what else has 7 in it?
The 7 are coming back in the Fortnite chapter 7 season.
So with the 0 point coming back, not only is the Cube Queen going to return, but we might see the return of the 7. And we know some have been eliminated, but not the Foundation, who might just come out within the same reality as the Cube Queen, maybe also imprisoned as well.
But here's the most important thing about the Fortnite Chapter 7 island. Why are all these villains from Fortnite Chapter 3, Fortnite Chapter 2 all returning to the game? 7's island could be Chapter 3 and Chapter 4 reorganized. According to the Order, this reality feels familiar to her in so many ways, but she says something's not quite right. And I theorize this is all because of the red cube. In OG's Butterfly event, we saw the red cube within the in-between, likely altering a certain sector of realities. The biomes are almost the exact same as Chapter 3. Chapter 4's island and Chapter 7's island are both small and have a somewhat of a similar shape. Chapter 3 and Chapter 4's islands were mixed and then heavily altered. Now, this leads to the mystery of the UFO hidden inside of Classified Canyon. Why is this here? This is originally from Chapter 2, Season 7, the UFO season.
And one thing that's pretty insane, a lot of people have been talking about the red cube, orange cube, Kevin the Cube, all these things. We know one thing for certain is that the mothership from that season literally had a ton of cubes inside of it. It's all connected once again. Confirmed, we are now in a earlier reality before we switched realities fully. Now we're back. We're basically back in the beginning.
But now it's time to break inside and fly this UFO. Are you ready?
Let's do it. Are we able to break it with the little shocky things? What do we need?
As you can see, there is a deep, dark reason why this wall is indestructible and why we can't go inside. But what happens if I shockwave myself? No luck whatsoever. What happens if we get grenades or an arc lightning gun? This wall does not want to break. Now, although we can't get inside past this door, what if I told you there is a way to glitch inside and see all the secrets? All you have to do is go to this window right here on the right, and we are now completely inside the alien room. We can figure out every single secret. Secret number 1, if you zoom in, it says nothing to see here. If you guys don't remember the nothing in Fortnite, the nothing embodies the place of pure nothingness that existed before the 0 point emerged, and is the founder and leader of the army of the last reality, whose goal is to annihilate the entire omniverse so that only it remains. This is a huge teaser for what's coming up in Fortnite. On top of that, secret number 2, in this UFO, there is a secret pilot, and it is none other than Peely wearing a bow tie. Peely is basically a placeholder right now for a much more evil villain that we're going to be seeing very soon. This is where things get insanely crazy. After we saved the shard from the hands of the Dark Presence in the live event, we arrived to Reality 266 to find that our shard is now in possession of Inu Loop Labs, a mysterious faction with no clear affiliations. Furthermore, Jones and Hope have no dialogue regarding Inu Loop and their new shard's location. A supermassive particle accelerator owned by Inu Loop sits below the island, clearly have been here before our arrival. And now, just in the new update, the Dark Voyager has now arrived above Inu Loop Labs, effortlessly switching all the lights and screens to gold to match him and his cradle. Now, the Dark Voyager seized control but continued operations to avoid suspicion. When Hope and Jones arrived with the 0 shard, he tricked them into willingly giving the shard into Inu Loop's possession, which explains why it wasn't outright stolen from them and why Jones roams the POI.
This is exactly why, going back when I said the Dark Voyager needs the 0 point restored to revive the Cube Queen, because without the Cube Queen, they are not as powerful as they were.
buckle up for one of the craziest storyline seasons ever. Subscribe for more.